Hello, my name is David Stone, and I am the biggest King fan in the state of Washington. I have to tell you, it's been a very rough 24 hours since last night's debacle. Let me tell you how this all began. I recorded the game last night because I wasn't going to get home until about 9:15. And as I was about to walk in the door, was pulling up to my house in my car, my brother Paul sent me a text message which read, "Are you watching this? Are you watching this?" As soon as I read the text message, I knew that something bad was happening. In fact, even further, even more than that, I knew that something good was happening and then something turned bad because he put in the word this. He didn't say, "Are you watching this?" He didn't say, "Are you watching the game?" He said, "Are you watching this?" Well, what else could that possibly mean except something very, very bad? So, I sit down, I start watching the game anyway. First 2 minutes, they score, they're up 2-0. Of course, it's awesome. Great, they're playing with energy, excitement, but I knew there was a foreboding feeling that something bad was going to be happening. 3-0, hadn't happened yet. 4-0. There's something about that goal by Brad Richardson to open the second period, 44 seconds into that period. There's something about that goal that just seemed weird. The goalie didn't have his stick. Richardson kind of just skated around untouched and just kind of flicked the puck into the open net. And it was like, it felt to me like San Jose Sharks had pulled a Muhammad Ali and had done like the rope-a-dope. They were rope-a-doping us, and they were just waiting for us to punch ourselves out, because it was the very next shift that it all started to turn around, where the Kings started to look tired. They were half a step slower. You could tell that they weren't hitting as hard because you couldn't hear the hits on TV as loud as you could in the first period, and it all turned around like a horrible dream. But you know the worst part of the whole thing? The worst part of the whole thing was I taped the game, right? And I was watching it on replay, and the tape ran out 1 minute into overtime. So I didn't know who won the game. I was watching into overtime, and then it stopped. So I had to go online to discover that the Kings had lost in overtime. And about that time, they had to talk me down off the roof, and they immediately had to put away all the knives, or at least put them out of my reach, because it was suicide watch. I could not believe how easy San Jose made it look to come back. I could not believe it. I mean, I know it's the Staples Center, and it's like the San Jose Sharks went to the top of the Staples Center and hit the button, the Staples button, and said, "That was easy." That's what it felt like. That was easy. And that's all she wrote. I honestly do not know how you come back from such a devastating, historic loss as that. I know it's one game, they're going to say all the right things, but I don't know. You know, again, as I said before, this is the LA Kings. You know, I don't know if it's a jinx. I don't know what it is. But we just cannot get out of our own way. And even if we play well in the future games, how can we have any sense of confidence that we can protect the lead based on what happened? And San Jose's got to know that no matter what the situation, they can come back on us, no problem. All they have to do is pull a little rope-a-dope. And we'll fold like a cheap deck of cards. So, by tomorrow night, Game 4, I'll be able to generate some more optimism, but I've got to believe that psychologically the Kings are done, devastated. This is where leadership is really going to step up. Dustin Brown. Oh, speaking of Dustins, wasn't it beautiful to watch Dustin Penner skate like a Clydesdale, chasing Setaguchi, who scored the winning goal? 2 times in this series he's done this. In fact, on that one shift, I understand in the last when the winning goal was scored, is they had Jesus and Penner on the ice at the same time. That's like 2 Clydesdales clop, clop, clop. I mean, that is not, those guys are not quick of feet. How are they going to stay up with quick forwards in overtime when all the marbles are on the line? It doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. So let's tighten our bootstraps and lay it all on the line tomorrow night, because tomorrow is win or really basically go home. This is David Stone. Go Kings, go.